Okay, y'all. So we're back. Y'all see that little piece of property? This is the crazy thing about people who say they want a bunch of land. Let me just say this. We just got back from the property. It's raining again. Y'all know I posted yesterday. We spent about 2.5 hours out there yesterday. So we spent about 2.5 hours out there yesterday. And literally, I had this shirt on. We went back out there today and we spent about an hour because we're up against the rain. So that's something to consider. But I do want you guys to just think about this. One, homesteading and gardening is not for everybody. I know we're in this whole country theme, and that's like a big deal. It's very, very trendy. But this has been me. I've been liking to be outside. I've been liking to pursue more of just home home pursuits like sewing, cooking, designing the home, setting up the home. So that being said, this is not for everybody, and that's okay. But what I will say is, if you would like to get land, I am a big advocate for people purchasing land. It's not for the weak at heart. The reason I posted that 0.25 acres and I've been posting this is because I hear a lot of people say, oh, I want 10 acres. Oh, I want 20 acres. I want 100 acres. Those are many cities. If you don't like to clean up, if you don't like to clean your room, if you don't like to cook, if you don't even like to do anything and you're more of a person that's like, I'll wait on my landlord, then call it a day. It's not for you. But if you like a little bit of a little bit more control, is for you. I bought my first property. I think I was 28. I sold it. I bought another property. And this piece of land is my third property. Now, I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum where I don't like waiting on no landlord to tell me anything. I don't even like the city telling me what I can and can't do. I want what I want in my house because it's my house. And so for me, that type of land ownership works for me. I'm okay to put in the work. Now, I want to finish the video by saying this, and I will get into detail a little bit more on how to do that. Is what I would encourage you to do is write down what you really, really want. And if that's what you want, if you want to land, why you want to land. No house or land or car can buy you happiness. So let's start there. Wherever you go, there you go, and all your problems come with you. So write down your why and what you're trying to get out of it. And then you have to start looking at your budget. The reason I'm a big advocate of land ownership is if you were doing a piece of property like mine, your payment would be $105 per month. Most people's car payments are $750 per month. When I see people driving around in a $750 per month car, my first thought is, can you live in it? Because yes, you could have bought a piece of land that maybe you bought it for $50,000 and in 10 years it's worth $100,000. So start looking at it differently. Whereas with the car, yeah, you always have to have something to drive sometimes. But with the home and with land, you always have to have a place to live. You always have to have a place to live. That's something that you cannot get around. You have to have food, shelter, and water. So start rethinking the way you're doing your budget. Start rethinking, could you put in the work? Now, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But if it's for you, it can be done. I just quoted how much for a piece of property. You don't need to jump into 10 acres. If you've been living in an apartment for your whole life, think about that. Why do you need 10 acres of land? It baffles me because I hear people saying this. Oh, I want a horse and ranch and never rode a horse. Like, baby, we gotta baby step this, okay? So start writing down your needs versus your wants. what you want, why you want it, because you can have something that brings you much more peace, somewhere you can go stay, somewhere you can grow food, and something that you can leave to your children, something that is basically generational. It's not, you can call it generational wealth. That's a little bit overused, but the thing about land that I was thinking about that you don't get in an apartment, you can teach your kids skills. You can build what you want. You can build a wood shop and have a wood shop and have your kids, you know, building benches and building things that last their children. You can teach them how to mow. You can teach them how to trim. Okay, you want a tree, plant a tree. So you're teaching them science. You are so much more limited in an apartment. It's more to it than just generational wealth. Wealth is one thing, but the knowledge and the experiences that you can give to your children on land cannot be taken back. You can't take that back. You can build a pond. You want to build a pond for your kids and throw some goldfish in there? Do it. You want to get chickens? Do it. So, this is just something that I would definitely encourage you to think about as you begin to shop around and think about these purchases, because the car payments are getting ridiculous. And you can find cheap cars out there. You just have to look. You can find cheap property out there also. You just have to really look. You have to do your due diligence and you have to write it on the wall. This time last year, I wrote, I will have a cabin in the country. I will repost that video. You have to believe it so much that is no doubt. I say have more faith than you have your fear. You have to believe it so much that you write it down and you let it go. You go ahead and start pursuing it. It's not a wish upon a star. We're not wishing on nothing. You're declaring that this is the land that you're going to buy, that you're going to buy this cabin, and then everything will fall together. God will make the mountains move for you, but you have to start shifting your beliefs, and you have to start really thinking, do I need this car? Do I need these expensive meals? Can I go a little bit cheaper? What are you willing to give up now to get what you want to get later? And I am 41. Well, I'm 40 technically, but per the IRS, you hit that age once the year changes. So I'm 41. And as I just told you, I bought 3 properties. And this third property will be like my big thing. This is the thing that I have been working on. So I'm not telling you this based on anybody else's story. I'm telling you this based on real life, something that I've actually lived. So I definitely encourage you, if this is something that you want to do, to do it. But understand it's not easy. I say it, the ease of it will happen once you get moved in and once you get settled in. Of course, there are going to be differences from city life and country life, but for me, it's the freedom of, if me and the kids want to, build a, I'm trying to think of something we want to have. If we want to build like our tool shop, and we want to have my garden shop, and we want to sit out there and do movies like we have a movie screen up, it doesn't look unnatural. Versus in the city, we have our chickens, we have the greenhouse. We look a little bit out of place because this is not a common thing. Because the common thing in the city is go, 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 and it's not very family centered. I am extremely family centered. I'm extremely family centered because when my kids get families, I want them to have a good family center, to a good foundation to lay their family on. Well, my mom did this. I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to send them to their grandmother's house. Like, I'm building that foundation so that they can have this same family peace and presence and this space that they want to return to. We got away from that. Sometime in the universe, I don't want to put any country out there because I don't want to get blocked, but we have gotten so addicted to stimulus. And when I say stimulus, I'm meaning video games. We gotta go shopping. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. When back in the day, you know what the best family core was? Being present with your family, talking to each other, listening to each other, cooking together. Nobody can cook anymore. Nobody knows how to cook because they're so busy going out to eat. Cooking together, those are the memories that kids remember. Sitting down and spending quality time and actually having the space to, and not all the time is spent in the car. So that's that's me. That's my story. I'm gonna definitely post on more of how we got the property, what I did to find it. But I just want to put it out there that it's definitely possible. It's just a um the main thing is consistency. And I say that all the time. Consistency is key, and keeping your eye on the goal. And every decision that you make should be closer to goal. If you're making any decision that's further away from your goal, then that's going to hold you back. And that should really apply to anything across life. If you want to be a basketball player, then we got to stop enrolling in baseball. Do you see what I'm saying? It's the same thing with buying your land. If you want to buy land, it comes a point where you got to stop renewing a 12-month lease. You have to. You have to literally be like, I'm not doing a 12-month lease. I said I was going to buy this and I'm going to keep looking until I find it. And you have to just set that in your mind that that's what you're going to do, come hell or high water. So I'm going to get off here. I hope you guys are having a very, very good weekend. And thank you so much for following me and subscribing. I will talk to y'all later. Bye bye.